Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members. Good morning. What's good, Josh? Your boy ARP. We back here with the Sorry True Podcast. Shout out to everybody that's starting to come into the live chat and all that. I see y'all. Shout out to the members as always. I'm probably going to get a members only video up, if not today, tomorrow. Something that I want to talk about, but I'm going to keep a little exclusive for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to stay tuned with my members. You know what I'm saying? So I got y'all. But yeah, there's a lot of things that's going on in the news that I do got to spin the block on. I got to get to ASAP, you know, more so on the hip hop world, entertainment world side of things. But battle rap, when there's big things going on, I got to stay tapped in, man. That's what the culture needs, right? We need big discussion topics. We need big occurrences, big battles, big things going on, big cards. That's what makes us be here for this. That's what makes us want to talk about battle rap. That's what makes us want to spend our money and tune in, right? So we here for it. Y'all see the title, Good or Bad, Cassidy and K-Shine return battles announced yesterday, same day. I'm going to assume that they ain't coordinate that. I don't think that Shine and Shotty and John and Cassidy was like, yo, we both going to drop today. I don't think that that's the case at all. But yeah, they both dropped yesterday. You know, I was there like many people. I'm watching the games. That Chiefs game was crazy. I had to catch up on the Canelo fight because I ordered it Saturday and I fell asleep for $80. What a waste of fucking money, but I still caught up on it yesterday. And man, as I'm scrolling my social media, I see these two announcements. Now, I want to go to, let's see, K-Shine or Cassidy first. Which one? Let me go to the K-Shine announcement first, okay? The K-Shine versus Shotty Horroh announcement. So I had to do a little bit more due diligence. I had to look up some things because I see online, I see some feedback, you know, fans have questions. You know, they want to know the league. They want to know what's going on. They want more details. And rightfully so. I understand that. You know, when battle rap fans, they get used to certain platforms. When you see something different come around, it makes you want to understand the details behind it. Like when Daylight worked with King Bow, that was like a new situation or whatever. We want to hear more about it. We want to understand it. And I got a little bit more details. I did a little bit of due diligence. I had a couple conversations behind the scenes as well. So I figured out a little bit more of what's going on. And it turns out that I think that this K-Shine versus Shotty Horroh battle is more important than I thought it was. It's more important than just K-Shine's return and the legend Shotty Horroh getting into the ring and seeing who's better. It's more important than that. I had to have a conversation or two. I had to look up some shit behind the scenes to realize that. So what did I do? First thing I did was I saw the network, right? I saw the name of the network. I saw the fly. I saw K-Shine versus Shotty Horroh, people keying in on the matchup. And I said, all right, I got to figure out a little bit more. Let's understand that when we get in front of the fans, I could give them some more information. And I think even more information that maybe I shouldn't even tell y'all yet should be rolled out by the people involved. I think that's going to continue to let fans become more and more aware of what's going on and why this is a big situation. So I see this Power Network, right? And my first thing is like, is this 50? You know what I mean? Because we've been hearing K-Shine talk about his return and it's going to be something massive, something big. He's been hitting to it for a while. I think K-Shine has been hitting to it for so long that I've even seen some bloggers start to question it. Like, yo, man, do you really got something going on or not? You know what I mean? Because timing is everything and there's things behind the scenes going on. And sometimes things are just like backing you up. A month goes by, 2 months go by, and then you're still in front of the fans saying, I got y'all. I'm on the way. Give me a second. So fans ain't gonna wait. We all impatient. Me too. We're not gonna do all of our due diligence. And Shine is being vague as well. So some of that is on both sides, right? But here we are, finally, the K-Shine return. And while I'm here, let me do something of honor. So when I did my stream a couple nights ago with Hitman, a fan asked in the super chat, and we brought the question up on the screen. It said, did you try to put K-Shine on the card or something like that for power moves? And Hitman answered that. And he mentioned some legal stuff and, him not wanting to get involved in that, whatever. And I want to say from both me and Hitman, um, apologies to K-Shine in the respect of speaking on any details that we don't have all details about, right? Because when you start to talk about things that could be legal, right, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Like people and sponsors and companies could be watching, and you don't want anybody to get the wrong message. And I do want to be as responsible as possible with my platform. You know what I'm saying? I do think that it's already been said that there's been controversy behind the scenes, whatever the case may be. But I'm personally not at liberty to guess about what a man can and can't do. Shit. I'm one of the only people that shouldn't be able to, because I go through that on my own, right? It's legally. So I'm not at liberty to do that. If any of that comes out, it should be spoken about by Shine, right? And I think Sean is very adamant about his career and his roadmap, and I respect it. So I do want to say that. Now, so when I see this announcement, I'm like, "Power is at 50? Like, what's going on?" Because I've had vague conversations with Sean in the past, and he keeps his shit tight, close. Like I can't give you all the information. ARP keeps it close, and I was like, "All right, when the time comes, I'll learn more." So I went to the website. First thing that I noticed was I didn't see Shotty Horror's trailer update yet, and word is that that's on the way. I didn't see Shotty Horror's face yet, so I was like, okay, this site, is really, really, really invested in K Shine and K Shine's return. They know it's a big thing. And then I go to the bottom and I see the social medias. I see their Twitter and I see their Instagram. I went to their Instagram first. There's some couple like promotional pieces up there, and I think I see that they follow me. So shout out to Power Network. If y'all want to come on the platform and chop it up and get in front of the fans with me, that'd be dope, man. And Shine as well. I think you guys are gonna see Shine somewhere during the course of this rollout up here with me as well. We'll chop with the fans and he'll talk about the battle. I want to get Shotty up here too. Y'all seen Shotty up here on the RBE channel before. So I would like to speak to everybody. So shout out to Power Network. And then I went to their Twitter as well. And I think one of the most recent tweets that I seen from them was like retweeting K-Shine. So what did that first tell me? That told me like, of course, Shotty is half of the battle. But if it was Shotty's league and if it was overseas, I would expect to see more Shotty, and I would expect that social media to be talking more about Shotty Horroh. I see K-Shine, at least currently, at the forefront. And it aligns with what K-Shine has been saying in his interviews for the last 6 months. I got something going on. I got something going on. I got something going on. So fans, do not be surprised if you watch battle rap and you are from the States. Like 90+% of my demographic, I believe, of this RBE channel is from the United States. Don't be surprised if this battle pops up in the States and you guys will be able to buy tickets to attend. I don't believe that this card is going to be overseas. Okay. Now, Shotty Horroh making his way back to the States. I think the last time I saw Shotty Horroh in the States was it versus Daylight on UW? But Shotty Horroh always translates over here. So before I even get to the matchup, let me stick with all the politics and all that type of shit first. It's the type, y'all know K-Shine, y'all know Shotty Horroh. Y'all don't need me to talk about that. So looking at the background in this website, here's a reason why I think that this is a bigger situation than we know. At least it's going to continue to unfold. This network, we've seen it happen a couple times. Now, it's different capacities, different business models. I'm not the person that's going to come out here and give all those details. I'm going to stay in my place for now. But like when we seen Daylight and King Bao come out, right? It was something new. That event didn't go as well as we would have liked. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it didn't. Let me keep it real. It wasn't a good, like, it got messed up. But in another scenario where we seen huge success, it was something new. We didn't know what it was. We had to understand it first. Coastal Rain. Hitman Hollis joint with the mansion, bags and bodies, put all those battlers in the mansion. It was shot by Ruin Your Day. The episode started to drop. They had an app to join up or a subscription service to join up to and all that type of stuff. Now, mind you, I don't know how much the battle will cost. I don't know if it's part of the $4.99 subscription that I see on the website. Imagine that, though. Imagine I could see this whole card and event for only $4.99, but I don't know all the details yet. I'm just speculating, people. I didn't get this from nobody. I'm speculating. I'm sure these details will be coming out. But when I hear K-Shine talk about this is a big situation, I believe that this company right here is trying to invest in battle rap. And I believe that their business model is catering towards trying to put people in a different type of business model than they haven't been before. And I think that's why K-Shine has been talking like that for these last 6 months. K-Shine might be in a situation where he can make more money than he's ever made for one event, right? And I think that they're going to continue to expand off of this into other areas of battle rap, into other battle rappers, possibly into other platforms. We'll see. So whether it was, we didn't know the King Bow and Daylight. We didn't know that company. We didn't know that platform. We didn't even know Caffeine when it was first announced. Caffeine got a jump because of URL co-signing it, Drake tweeting it, right? And then I think later on people started to hear about Fox. But at first, you hear about a new app, people's like Caffeine. I don't know what that is, but I see people that's backing it. Let me sign up. Same thing with Coastal Rain. Hitman's backing it. Let me sign up, right? Now this situation looks like K-Shine, and it's off of his return as well. And I went to their website, I see other stuff going on as well, but I think that they're making a strong investment into battle rap, and that means that they believe heavily in what the battle rap culture sees in K-Shine finally coming back as one of the culture's kings. It's been years. So I do want to give them their respect for that. I don't know them yet. I'd like to have a conversation with them. I want to give them their respect for the same way Coastal Rain believed in battle rap to invest in it. The same way Caffeine believed in battle rap to invest in it. The same way that King Bow situation believed in battle rap to invest. We say that we need more people to come in. We need more sponsors. Like, for example, URL doesn't look the same without sponsoring. So how do they get back to looking the same? They need more sponsoring, right? So when the Caffeines come in, when the power networks come in, when the Coastal Rains come in, when you have new owners, new companies, we got to make sure we give these people a chance. Now, I'm not going to oversell y'all on shit, okay? Shine is not behind me, say, yo, ARP, push this or whatever. No. Shine, I don't owe Shine that. I'm not going to get in front of my fans and lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And my following, I respect Shine and I fuck with Shine. That's my guy. But I'm not going to cut on this camera and push any false bullshit to y'all. But I think it's very, very important that the first thing that we don't do is say, oh, I don't know you. You're not King of the Dot. You're not RBE. You're not Bullpen. You're not URL. So when we give certain shit the eye and the opportunity and the chance, we could end up with a Caffeine that sponsors for a while. We could end up with a Coastal Rain that creates this bags and bodies situation. People is eating off of bags and bodies to this day. Some of them just got deposits for November 9th. Okay? So I think when Shine and the Power Network continues to give more information, I think it's going to be very important that we understand that it's not just about that battle. There's things that company can possibly bring to battle rap that can help us all. We talk about his dying. We talk about the money not being there. We talk about the sponsors not being there. We see what battle rap and certain companies look like when the sponsors is gone. So when we have people that come around and they want to invest in battle rap, let's give them some carpet. That's all I'm saying. Let's give them some carpet. All right, let's give them. I'm not saying roll out the whole VIP red carpet. That's for them to promote and show us what's going on. But we got to get them some carpet, people. All right. I see a couple of y'all on Twitter. Some people like, oh, I don't know who they are yet. We gotta learn that, and then let's figure out like, all right, they deserve a chance because we all want to see more money and more opportunity in battle rap. No, okay. So I want to leave it there. I don't want to overhype nothing, or oversell nothing, because I got to keep my credibility. But I do want to get Shine up here definitely as well to give more details that I'm not aware of or I'm not at liberty to talk about or talk ahead of anybody yet. And I wouldn't mind once again talking with the Power Network people too. That'd be dope. Matchup wise, I'll spend less time on that. Shotty Horroh is Shotty Horroh. I'm proud that I got a social distance Shotty Horroh battle on the channel. You know what I'm saying? That's my Shotty Horroh battle on my resume, the RBE library. Shotty Horroh is a king over there overseas. he's like the goats over here. You know what I'm saying? And when he came over here to the States, the times that he's been in the States, was any of his battles other than Daylight in the States? I forget. Where was the Clips battle? I forget where the Clips battle was. But anyway, I think Shotty Horroh translates perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Like Shotty Horroh is just one of those guys. It's just that I think we forget. We got short memories. So I like this return for K-Shine. And I did find out behind the scenes of when we seen that K-Shine interview on M3S3 the other day. Shout out to the homies over there. Who was the person that this network offered 50 and then $100,000 to? I found out about that, and I'm not gonna divulge that just yet. all I'm gonna say is, if it was gonna be for a 2-on-2 or to battle K-Shine, it wasn't a matchup that the whole world was asking for that would have cost for one opponent from any league 100 grand. Now I know when y'all hear 100 grand, y'all think like, damn, who could have been 100 grand? Wasn't Hitman, because Sean said it wasn't a rematch. Was it Cassidy? Was it Mook? We heard rumblings of that before. Can we possibly see a K-Shine and Mook, the possible little dissension and all that, and Dot Mob, old history and everything? Maybe. I'm not sure. Do they even still care about that battle? I don't know. That's their family business. I don't know. But who else could have possibly cost $100,000? I'm going to tell y'all, it wasn't anybody that I just said. And the matchup of that person versus K-Shine, no league would have paid that much money for, right? Because that matchup wasn't blown up at that time. Now, if you spin the block and blow that matchup up, maybe, I don't know. It depends on the traction of this company. So it's important that I say that, because if they was willing to pay that, and if K-Shine is helping them navigate on some of these business moves, they may bring some big battles. Because I'm telling y'all, it wasn't Cassidy, it wasn't Mook, it wasn't Hitman, it wasn't a rematch. If they was willing to give this other person $100,000, then they are in a position to give y'all Hitman versus Mook. They are in a position to give y'all Lux versus Daylight. Okay? And let's not fuck that up, people. You know what I'm saying? Let's not fuck that up, man. We rolling out some carpet for these guys, because if they're bringing that type of money into the culture, then we might be able to see some of the mega things that certain league owners are complaining doesn't make sense for them. Okay? Because other platforms and other business models can make sense. Like, for example, like what might not make sense for URL will make 100% sense for RBE, because maybe I set up the business in a way where everybody's going to make a great profit. Maybe they do it differently, right? I'm not saying one is right or one is wrong. It's situation to situation. This other like, for example, Caffeine. We heard some of the money that was getting thrown around for Caffeine. And to y'all, maybe it didn't make sense. But to them and their business model and how they were making money on the back end, maybe they saw it being fruitful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know about the actual business model behind the scenes where certain people can make certain things make sense. For example, even investors or sponsors, right? They're not necessarily turning a profit from the battle. They may be there just for promotion. Or you take somebody like a Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy isn't looking for promotion, like as if he's selling a product, right? He's not making money off of the stream. Right. So everybody has different business or different ambitions that can make their situations beneficial to them. And that situation right there, from now I'm putting these pieces of the puzzle together. Hey, man, go ahead and do Hitman versus Mook. Go ahead and do Daylight versus Lux then. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make this K-Shine one work out. And then let's see how they continue to expand. So I think there's still questions to be asked there and more for us to be revealed. But hopefully videos like this continue to create the conversation where we lay the ground out for everybody to say, all right, this is the type of details we need. And then we're going to understand more. And yeah, we know why this is a significant situation, why this is possibly a big situation. All right. Cassidy versus John. You know what's so crazy? I heard rumblings of this behind the scenes from different scenarios that was going on, and then I forgot about it. And then somehow I let myself think behind the scenes that, John's talking about Endgame. I see him and Mook. I think it's gonna be John and Mook. And I totally forgot that I already heard the rumblings of Cassidy versus John. Totally forgot about that. One thing that just had to make sense because John ain't no fool, right? If you call your card endgame, he's done 1,000 cards at bullpen so far, right? None of them had a theme of endgame, right? So let's be clear, John might be on a champion of the year consideration run right now. So if he wanted to call himself the endgame, I kind of would like that spin. I think that would be a dope spin. Like, fuck it. Like, he's got that type of confidence. This is the run that he's on. He's alluded to like retirement, whatever. Like, does his retirement mean end game? Like, all those little themes I was paying attention to because people think creatively like that. You just never know. But if it was going to be about the matchup, the main event, or other battles on the card, obviously then endgame would have to mean who the masses consider the endgame people. Y'all consider the Cassidys, the Mooks, the Luxes, the Hitman Hollis. Y'all consider those guys the end games, right? The biggest draw guys, the most talked about guys. And it makes sense now to see the Cassidy and John announcement. Now, I will admit, matchup wise, I would have never thought about Cassidy versus John, but sometimes that's where the jewel is created, right? Like, obviously, I could never tell y'all that, I don't understand why matchups happen that nobody thought about. I'm the king of that shit. And so no, I back it. I support it. I support it because you never know when you got a jewel. So when I look at John versus Cassidy, first narrative, Cassidy, my nigga. So, I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna say what the fans say. I'm not saying that people pray on Cassidy's downfall, but because Cassidy doesn't have that many new era battles under his belt, I think that people just automatically believe that some of these more experienced, more newer era YouTube, era post, battlers should clear Cassidy. So then we see him get in there with disaster. I give that to Cassidy. You see him get in there with goods. I don't even remember who I give that battle to, but I definitely don't remember it being clear. So from the narratives of the fans, let me just say, Goods wasn't able to get Cassidy out of there. When I see Cassidy versus Hitman, people had the same attitude after the battle. Hitman didn't get Cassidy out of there. You could debate that battle, 2-1 this way, 2-1 that way, right? Oh, Arsenal. I think Arsenal might have edged out Cassidy. Arsenal probably took that battle. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. But it's like the fans expect Cassidy to get killed or something. It's like that's what everybody's waiting for. Like, can Cassidy get killed? And that's a bugged out narrative for Cassidy to have to just watch the whole culture carry. Like, I'm Cassidy. Like, why does everybody think that somebody's gonna get in there and kill me? But be real. That's what y'all are waiting to see. You waiting to see if somebody could just drag Cassidy all around the ring because they're like, oh, this is the person that's going to do it. Oh, no, that's the person that's going to do it. Right. And John, now that's the narrative that you got to sit in as well. Because even though Cassidy, it's just bugged out that if Cassidy has a debatable or if Cassidy wins, the opponent looks that much more worse. Because the fans just root that much against Cassidy. Like, it's bugged out. I see it happening now already. It's just got announced yesterday. I already see everybody's clearly taking John. And John is John. He's having a champion of the year run. So he earned his respect. But everybody always puts Cassidy as this super underdog, and then he's got to show up and show like, ain't nobody fucking getting me out of here like that. Are y'all crazy? I might have won one or two of these battles. Not even might. Like I said, he beat disaster. That's the only clear, very, very clear battle on Cassidy's new era resume, along Freeway, that I think we say. He beat the shit out of Freeway, right? I clearly got him beat in disaster. Goods, I'll say, just from not remembering everything, I'll say that maybe that was a debatable. And Arsenal might have edged Cassidy. But I'm pretty sure Cassidy fans can make an argument because it's not like Arsenal dragged Cassidy, right? And then the Hitman battle is debatable too. So it puts that type of pressure on John. It's like everybody's waiting for him to get dragged, and it's just not happening, huh? All right, well, John, it's your turn. It's your turn. I will say I think that this is very, very dope for bullpen. Um, the last card that bullpen did, who was the main event? Who was the main event? John's had some big events, right? Like him and Ace, I mean, was considered a big event because we was coming out of COVID. It was, I think, a bigger venue, and that battle was such a big discussed grudge that it pushed that event. So that's a dope one that bullpen did. I thought that it was significant when they did B Dot versus Loso. I was there. That was a classic battle. That really, really was a classic battle. The early days of bullpen, no, bullpen came out swinging. You know what I'm saying? When you remember like the 2-on-2, like Cortez and Math and all that type of stuff. And the last one with the mayor, I'm forgetting the main event of it. I'm getting old, y'all. I apologize, but it was a big card, right? So John tends to find his opportunities to step out there and make some significant noise. And for him to go out there and land Cassidy, I think that's dope. That's dope. We need more leagues that can book big matchups and create big moments, or else y'all are going to continue to have this ongoing debate if battle rap is dying. Okay. So when I see bullpen, shout out to you. You just brought back Cassidy. Okay. Even one of the biggest leagues of all time couldn't do that. Didn't do it the right way. The Cassidy's on the way, and then whatever happened behind the scenes happened. Right. Then you bring back Cassidy. Then you got Hitman Holla booking himself and battling Geechee Gotti. Then you got K-Shine getting announced for his return versus another legend, Shotty Horroh. The end of this year is looking very, very strong because those are big moments. I don't care if you don't like certain matchups. I don't care if you don't like certain battlers in those matchups. No matter what, that the bottom line that you cannot argue is that those are three impactful situations. K-Shine's return is noisy and it means a lot to the culture. Okay. Cassidy's return is noisy and it means a lot to the culture. It's Mr. Energy right there, right? Y'all are all going to be watching all his interviews, his face off, his blogs, and y'all all going to watch that battle, right? Hitman Holla versus Geechee. One of the most, I would say, preferred main events that's left, biggest, that's left on the table, that's being asked for. Because John Cassidy is like one of those, like, nobody asked for. Shine versus Shotty Horroh, nobody asked for, but they're big situations. Hitman and Geechee is like, oh, that's a battle that we've been asking for. You know what I mean? Like, I saw the clip that niggas put on Twitter the other day. I forgot that when he went out on stage, he actually rapped a couple bars. Hitman said a couple bars when him and Geechee stepped out on that URL stage to promote. And listen to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest matchup that the fans want to see, that are asking for, that's still coming on the way in this fourth quarter. And I'm not taking a shot. I'm just making a point. You know, if it comes from ARP and I'm talking about anything that I don't like from certain platforms, then it's got to be a shot. No, this is sorry, it's true. Like yesterday's event, I didn't like make be so 1,000, so honest. There was people behind the scenes that was like even sending links around. I didn't even watch it. I was just tuned in on football and other shit, and then after that, I got into my Rings of Power, back into that fucking series, that Lord of the Rings shit. I just wasn't motivated to watch it. I'm pretty sure there was some dope performances. I just wasn't motivated to watch it. But Cassidy returning to battle rap, I have to stop my Saturday and watch it. K-Shine returning to battle rap, I have to stop and watch it. Hitman Holla versus Geechee, I have to watch it. Like, I'm not saying this. This is no hate. There's no bullshit. I'm just being real. Battle rap, I said this already. Battle rap will continue to survive and move back up instead of declining with a consistent amount of big moments. To have the big moments, we need big leagues, big platforms, noisy bigger main events, bigger battlers. We still need to see the up and coming talent and the mid tiers get mixed in and give them opportunities to raise up as well. But y'all been talking that bars over name shit for years. You can't get rid of these guys because they are the money. They are the draw. They are what upholds the culture. They are the fucking the pillar in this culture. I don't. It's eras now that are changing, and we still need loaded Lux. It's eras that are going by. These niggas are evolving their styles to get up to current times, and we still need Murder Mook. Eras have gone by, niggas DVDs and all that type of shit, and we still put Hitman Holla as the highest viewed person. We need these guys, and we need to see these guys as much as possible. And it's not just them. Like, give me all of my goats. Somebody bring back DNA if you can. We need all of them. Arsenal, stay consistent because you are one of our goats. Charlie Clips, no bullshitting in the ring. You are one of our goats. Everybody, all of these guys, and all the top tiers as well. All these guys that are draws. Sue Surf, can't wait till he comes back. You know what I'm saying? The T-Tops of the world, the New Jersey Twerks of the world, Briz Rothstein. Man, just my opinion, man. I think you got some stubborn business going on. Man, you deserve great money, Briz. All due respect, I don't count nobody pockets, man. I think you deserve great money. But my man, speak to one of these damn leagues, man, and negotiate something that's fair to you and fair to them, and let's get going, man. Daylight. I want to see Daylight back. I just tweeted Calico. Calico says something the other day that he's the best writer or the best rapper in the game. Me being a fan and me challenging him real quick, I said, okay, well, I want to see you battle who I think is one of the best writers in the game for 3 rounds this time. I hate that tweet, too. I had to fucking mute the tweet because I had 1 million people replying. They battled already. I said 3 rounds in my tweet. They battled for 1 round. I was there. I was in the building. But anyway, battle that guy that I think is one of the best writers of all time, not just in battle rap, period, for rap, period, around the world. For rap, I think Daylight is one of the best writers of all time. Calico, battle him for 3 rounds. Do you know how I look at a Calico versus a Daylight as one of those ones? Goods, where you at? Goods, where you at? I haven't seen you since Max Out. I know the way Goods be, you know, like he's like, ARP, why you saying that? You know how I move. Like I come out maybe once or twice a year, whatever. I know, but I'm being in my selfish bag and I'm making a point about the type. This is all what we need. Big K, thank you. Staying on your champion of the year run. Playing no games, taking no rounds off, dominating, going crazy. Tay-Rock, right? Thank you. The ladies, 40 bars. I need every round hitting because you're one of the best. Jazz, Miss Hustle. We need our greats. We need them, right? If these greats and these goats, people that think is old and all that, sat down, then battle rap is definitely dead. The platforms can't generate no money. Can't generate no views. I see battle rappers, their battles drop, and I see them having views in the hundreds, let alone 1,000. There's battle rappers that are talented as shit, and even try to be a part of big city. And if their battle drops, got a couple hundred views. Got some other battles could drop on King of the Dots channel, RBE's channel, URL's channel. Doesn't matter. And only still do a couple thousand views, right? Like the leagues can't survive like that. We got to give you guys opportunities, but we can't raise this. We can't go get Sprite to sponsor us when we're uploading a whole year worth of battles that only do 1,000 views, or that nobody's going to pay for, or that not turning no heads, or don't sell out no venues, or don't crash no streams, or don't trend on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to really realize and respect what these vets really mean. Math. Another math. Come on, let's go. Sean's return is important. Cassidy's return is important. If Sean could come back and stay back consistently, if I could see Sean 4 times a year, it adds a lot of energy. If I could see Cassidy once or twice a year, go ask the bloggers in the fucking media. They want to shoot these guys face off. Like, if I go to 15 Minutes of Fame's channel or Hip Hop is Real channel, they got some videos that are like hundreds of thousands of views, or like some videos that are like 1 million, or those they'd be like clips, or they'd be like face-offs, or they'd be like controversial interviews from like those guys. Now, those guys are running a business. They're running a business. They wouldn't be doing all this camera work and running around these events if they couldn't earn money, and they should earn money for the work. And we also appreciate the promotion that on the flip side goes back into these events, right? But you think that they don't want to see Cassidy and all these other guys and K-Shine so they could get them on camera and get footage and monetize that content as well? Everybody wins when all these type of people are around. Okay. So when y'all say battle rap is dying, I say it's declining or definitely declined a lot. Is it dying? I answered that on Fox 5. They said, what do you think? I said, these are things we need to do to continue to maintain it as well as then raise it up. That's what I said. Right. But y'all better thank y'all blessings that there's multiple leagues and multiple sponsors and multiple platforms and different opportunities out here to maybe give us a K-Shine, give us a Cassidy, give us a Hitman versus Geechee. You know what I'm saying? So, Cass, I was texting with you yesterday. I need you to come up. We got to talk. John, I was texting you with you this morning, man. Got to come up. We got to talk. I want to hear more about this card. I want to hear more about the theme of Endgame, why you chose this, why you and Cassidy as a matchup. I need to hear all of this. I want to see the energy. I want to see how you really feel. All of that. I already had Geechee up here. I already had Hitman up here. Shine, I need you up here, man. I need you up here, Shine. And I also welcome the network, the Power Network as well. If anybody over there wants to come up, let's chop it up, man. Let's hang out. Let's give the fans all the information that we need to realize or to understand that all of these situations are important, right? I don't know how much else to continue to support battle rap, man. Giving y'all YouTube only battles and interviews and recaps and fucking negotiating behind the scenes and shit. I don't know what else to do for y'all, man. I hope y'all appreciate this shit too. But all right. Shout out to all the announcements. Shout out to everybody on these cards. We got a lot of more content coming up. And like I said, I need y'all to come up here and start talking y'all shit. Don't be scared of the hot seat, man. Sorry, it's true.